Hey guys, what is up? It is Reaper Jinkai here, back again with another top 5 video, and this is our first top 5 types video. Now, I'm doing top 5 fire types first. I want to go through all 3 starter type Pokemon types before I touch base on more complicated ones, or not complicated, but the ones that you get later throughout the game. I'm probably gonna go from like the most common types to the hardest to find types. But anyways, before we start, I just want to say I own none of the pictures in this. These are not my pictures. I got them from Google, so if I'm using your picture and you're watching this, I am sorry I'm using it without permission. But I thought they were cool. So anyways, let's get started with my top 5 favorite fire type Pokemon. Number 5, Houndoom, and let's get that mouse out of here. So, I like Houndoom. Why? Because it's a dark fire type. How cool is that? Dark fire. Now, I know it kind of adds the fighting type weakness, which is pretty common, but at the same time, can you blame him for wanting to make a dark fire? Dark fire. Just let that sink in. How amazing does that sound? Like that just sounds cool in itself. Like it could be a little fluff ball, and if it was dark fire, I'd be like, you know what? It looks stupid, but it's got a badass type. But Houndoom, I love its design. Um, I don't really use it that much though, cause I don't think competitively it's the best. But I do like him. He's good for when I play through games and so on and so forth. But moving on, let's go to number 4, Delphox. So we went from fire dark to fire psychic. I did not use a Delphox in actually no, let me correct that. The first time through, I did not use a Delphox. I used Froakie, and I restarted for whatever reason. And I snatched up a Delphox, and the Froakie I have now is from Wonder Trade, and it came with perfect IVs, protein, perfect nature. I couldn't ask for a better one. I just had to EV train it. They did all the other work for it. I don't know why they Wonder Traded it. But anyways, that's the topic for top 5 water. Let's get back to fire type. I like Delphox. Its learn set wasn't the best, but it was really good. Like, I just, I don't know how to say it, guys. I just like Delphox. I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I normally play wizards and mages and stuff like that. So there was kind of that connection. I like Delphox because wizards and Delphox was based off of a witch or a wizard, one of the two. But same thing. And for those of you who don't know, Chestnut was based off of a paladin, and Greninja, surprise, was based off of a ninja. But anyways, let's move on to number 3, Blaziken. Now, Blaziken I like, but I'm torn. I'm using one on Pixelmon right now. Speaking of which, I've been streaming Pixelmon. I'm planning on streaming tonight, hopefully. You can go see my Blaziken KFC. I know, original name, but I'm torn between Blaziken. Because Blaziken is really good in my opinion, especially if you get speed boost on it. I think it's in Ubers right now. But at the same time, I I don't want to say it's why I dislike it, but its learn set is weird. Like, it gets Brave Bird. Why? I don't understand why he gets Brave Bird. I mean, like, I know that's a really dumb reason to not put him higher on this list. But the other two Pokemon I really like generally more. Honestly, I like them more. It's just, I don't know. His learn set threw me off. Like when I first saw him get Brave Bird, like I just flipped out. But now I find it a little bit more normal because Beartic gets Aerial Ace, and that's kind of like same thing. Neither one of these Pokemon have any right being in the air. That's all I'm trying to get at. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, Volcarona. Now, I did have another picture I was going to use for this, but I saw this one, and this one is beautiful. Whoever made this picture, you do beautiful work. This Volcarona looks amazing. I kind of wanted, since it's fire-type Pokemon, I kind of wanted to have fire in the background. But no, I was like, no, look at this Volcarona. It just is engulfed in the flames, and it's proud of it. I remember the first time finding Volcarona, like, I had the playthrough book, and I was just going page through page through page. I didn't look ahead. And when I found Volcarona, I go, whoa. And at first, I thought it was a legendary. It is not. And if you're wondering why it is not, I think it's... What do they call them? It's not a pseudo. It's not a legendary. It's a mystic. I think that's the term they're using for them. They're mystic Pokemon. But it's kind of like Lucario, to where Lucario is not a legendary because you can breed it. And if you don't believe me, give Volcarona, throw it in... I can't think of its PG name now. The daycare, there we go. I never call it the daycare. I'm not going to say what I normally call it. But they, I'm sorry. But throw it in the daycare with a Ditto, and you'll have your little, lower form of Volcarona. I have wasted so much time. I am so flabbergasted. I think it's this art. Like, I just cannot handle it. Like, this art is so amazing. I am sorry. Let's move on to number 1. Oh, and have you noticed so far that they're all fire types, but they all have different secondary types? I think that's pretty cool. I didn't even know that until I put all of them on here. So, spoiler alert, the last one has a dual typing as well. And it is Shindolor. I love Shindolor. Now, out of all the fire types, it is 100% my favorite. That's why it's here. But, I mean, its design is amazing. Like, I was thinking of Talonflame, maybe, like, somewhere on the list. But I never used Talonflame, and I've never had one that has had Gale Wings, so I don't get to appreciate that awesomeness. But I've actually only used Chandelure in Pixelmon, and that thing was broken. It had Inferno, and it hit every single last one. So, and then it had Hex, and if you don't know what Inferno is, it's got like a 50% chance to hit, but has something like 100 or 120 power, and always burns. So, and then I'd throw Hex on it. You're burnt. Hex does double damage when you have a status ailment. So not only did you get hit by this powerful fire type move, you're getting hit by a equally powerful ghost type move that hits every time, and you're taking bonus damage from burn. That is broken. Freaking, Will-O-Wisp would do the same. I understand, but back when I played Pixelmon, back during the first season or series or whatever you want to call it, season series, it's probably the same thing at this point. Um, I wasn't that big into competitive. I didn't like status moves and I didn't like stuff like that because they weren't as reliable. Or they're more reliable, but from my love of glass cannons, you should know I like glass cannons, so I like damage. But, yeah, that'll be the end of this one. Fire types, I'm sorry I wasn't as hyped or excited as I was for the last videos. Um, Fire types are kind of a neutral ground for me because I don't use them. Well, I use fire types. I just don't use a lot of them. I prefer other stuff on my team. Like even starter wise, I normally use instead of Delphox, I would normally pick Froakie, and instead of Blaziken, I would normally pick Mudkip. I'm a water guy. I'm sorry. Grass types are in between somewhere. So I'm going to put two of these up today because this one, in my opinion, was not good enough for you guys. I need to do better. And I did my best on this one. So maybe next time around when I've had some changed feelings. Or actually, I'm just going to end it here because I'm going to start rambling. And this is going to be like a 10-minute long episode. And I don't want to do that. So I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you later. Peace.